I've grown up being labelled abnormal all my life. I prefer the word wobbly. I think wobbly is cool. And I'm really passionate about having more positive names for conditions. Because I think so much fear is created by really scary labels. So instead of having something horrible like schizophrenic, why don't we just say overly imaginative, claustrophobic nature lover? And my mate Kieran is great, he's wobbly too, and he likes to call himself neurologically inconsistent, which I love, but it's slightly hard to say if you have a speech impediment. Actually, so is speech impediment, isn't it? Don't you think they could have called that something a bit easier? Like, I have a Thank you.
We have just had a super inspirational seminar given by Francesca. She's amazing. I recommend you go out and see her wherever she's appearing. She gave some really important messages around the importance of empathy when it comes to healthcare, and I would really recommend her book as well as catching her live wherever you can. I did catch up with her very briefly afterwards, and I put a very simple question to her. If she was Minister for Health, what would she be doing? So it's been a fantastic talk, and I was going to ask you two really simple questions.
Okay.
Right. So if you were our chief exec at our NHS trust, it's a mental health trust, what top 3 things would you go in and change from day one to make sure we had a genuinely inclusive service?
Wow, okay. I think I would, number one, try and get as diverse staff as possible, because I think it's very hard to be truly inclusive and diverse with a very limited background in your staff. So I think one of the reasons why, for example, I've come across a lot of patronising, ignorant attitudes from doctors is because there's very few disabled doctors around.
Okay.
So I think the more diverse your staff can be, the more authentically inclusive your services can be, because they're going to bring that insight into it. So I think that's a really important one. Number 2, I would look at how we label people and get away from this idea of normal people and abnormal people, and normal brains and abnormal brains, because I think we're all unique, we're all different, we all have our struggles and challenges. And I think viewing parts of humanity as abnormal is very unhelpful. It's very damaging to the group being called abnormal and very disempowering. And so you have this label stamped on you, and you feel like you're very isolated and you're not part of humanity. So in my life I've struggled a lot to I get be on my label and just be Francesca. So I would say that let's look at labels and let's be much more people orientated, and yes, labels are needed for diagnosis and for access to systems, but ultimately we are all people with our own unique set of can and can't do.
My other question.
Yes.
So now you're not just chief exec of our trust, you are Minister of Health for the whole country. What would be your top 3 priorities?
Take private healthcare companies and private money out of health. It should be a service. It should not be a business. I'm very, very, very passionate about this. I don't think money and corporate interest should be in health or education.
Okay, no ambiguity there?
Yes.
Second and third priority?
Second and third, fund health properly. All these cuts, this culture of cuts that we can't afford to fund the NHS, I think that's absolutely crazy. I think we should be proud as a nation to fund our healthcare the NHS is a bastion of health and example in the whole world. I think the world looks to the NHS, and right now it's being eroded and it's being underfunded, and funds are being siphoned off into such things as middle management. And I just think we need a complete shift in how we view funding for health, and we should realise that it's not something that we can skimp on, and investing in health is so important, and in the long run it will save a lot of money.
Thank you very much.
They were hard questions! Oh my god! Thank you for having me.